Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Taz, and if your family is like mine, you are looking forward to the holidays. I have wonderful memories of the holidays, and one of my favorites is making pumpkin pie. I have great memories of standing next to my mom, licking the cans as she poured all the different ingredients into the batch to make her version of pumpkin pie. But as I've grown up over the years and learned that I needed to be gluten-free and educated so many of my patients about how to eat healthy, I wanted to remake this holiday classic. So I set out trying to accomplish three main goals. We wanted to lower the sugar. We all know pumpkin pie has lots of sugar in it. We wanted to add in some great healthy fat to keep us full longer and prevent us from coming back for a second piece. And we also wanted to avoid those inflammatory proteins like gluten and dairy. So step one for me was starting with a gluten-free pie crust. You have to have something gluten-free or it's definitely not going to work for me. Then moving on to the other 5 main ingredients. We start with the key, which is pumpkin. You can use freshly pureed pumpkin, or you can use pumpkin that's on the shelf, maybe either in a box or a can. Start with about 2 cups of pumpkin and mix that up into your bowl. The next place to go is using the right spices, and this is where I get a little bit creative, but a simple place to start is just adding 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. To that, I will often add either fresh cinnamon or freshly grated ginger to give it just a little bit of an extra kick. Finally, we also like to add in eggs, and we know that eggs are important in this recipe. One of the switches that I will sometimes make to make it even healthier is adding in additional eggs and then serving the pie for breakfast to get extra protein in. But here are the quickest and easiest switches that you can make. We all know that pie needs sugar. Most of us grew up using the crystallized or the refined sugar, but make a simple switch by switching out to coconut sugar, which has trace minerals, but the most important part of this is it allows us to use about half the amount of sugar of a traditional pumpkin pie recipe. So voila, we have major calorie and major sugar savings right there. Moving on, the next thing I really had to tackle was how do I get rid of the excessive dairy sometimes in most pumpkin pie recipes. I grew up using either evaporated milk or a condensed milk in the recipes. I used to love it, but again, it doesn't really work well for my health. So we switched it out to a coconut milk. And the advantage of using a coconut milk is, remember, coconut and coconut milk products have a lot of healthy fats, medium chain triglycerides to be precise, which again stabilize insulin and really help the digestive system. So making these couple of little switches are what allows us to lower your sugar calories, add that healthy fat, and avoid those inflammatory proteins like gluten and dairy. All right, so we've got all our ingredients. We need to mix them up. We pour them directly into that gluten-free pie crust. Simple, easy to do. The next place to go is to the oven. And it stays in the oven at 350 for about 30 to 45 minutes. We end up with a beautiful, delicious pumpkin pie. Enjoy.